Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I shall be hosting this webinar on acing Instagram in 2020 with our expert Dipali Mehta, a full stack digital marketing consultant. You love it and you need to ace it. Instagram is the most trending social network and outshines all other social media platforms. It is the staple for most influencers and businesses these days, and rightfully so because it is a visual medium for all of us. So, in this session, let us go beyond the metrics to make ourselves a memorable brand on Instagram. And our expert, before I get into that, let me share a few words on Sipping Thoughts. Sipping Thoughts is a multi-platform media company co-founded by Sukirti Gupta and Meeta Gutgutia. It was set up keeping in mind the tagline, Real Women, Real Thoughts. We are a no judgment platform where we want to create a network of women for women. Sipping Thoughts is available on Facebook, YouTube, and of course, Instagram. And please feel free to check out our website as well. Now, coming to our expert, Dipali Mehta. Of course, I've had the pleasure to train under her at Pearl. And of course, she's really upped my game as an influencer on Instagram as well. She is a full stack digital marketing consultant and content strategist. She has been building brands, digital strategies, and stories for over 10 years now. Dipali believes in personality driven, real brands that focus on the passions of the founder or creator. The best way to be memorable is to know how to be yourself on camera, a thing, of course, which is very difficult, to be yourself on paper and in words. Something that she has helped me with personally. I can vouch for that. And she's really helped me find my own feet. She's somebody who has a lot of clients, I would say, all over the world. A few house rules before we start on with this webinar. You will all be on mute. We would like to have this session be as interactive as possible. So please do keep chatting with us and sending us your questions and your thoughts in the chat box. You could also use the raise the hand feature in Zoom, but do please keep your question in the chat box as well. We will be unmuting you so that you could ask your question in person. Please do keep your questions related to the topic and to the point. Also, please do forgive us for any technical glitches because sometimes, as you know, those are beyond our control. And without further ado, I shall hand it over to Dipali, who is the expert today.
Thank you so much, Tina, and thank you for such a lovely introduction. It's always flattering to hear good things about yourself and about all the hard work that you've put in for the past 10 years, more than 10 years. Every time somebody says that, I'm just like, wow, it's been 10 years, and that's insane, right? Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to get into the workshop. But before I do that, I would like to get to know everybody over here. And one specific question that I have for everyone is, why did you sign up for this webinar? I'm sorry, the sound is noisy. If you will excuse me for a minute, then I'm going to try and fix that. Is that better? Great. Okay, so the first question that I have for my audience and all the lovely people who have decided to sign up is that why did you sign up for the workshop? What is the goal? What are you trying to improve about your Instagram profile or about your engagement or about your audience? Do you have a set goal in mind, or is it just do you just want to explore right now and see if you can be an influencer or a content creator? And we have a lot of questions already. How to become an influencer and what does an influencer mean? I find Instagram most difficult out of all social media. Only pics is difficult. I'm a French language expert planning to do online classes. Just started an Insta and FB page. Great. You should start those together. That's a good step. And I wish to reach prospective clients. Good. To learn how to create engaging content and to increase engagement. That's a great goal to have, especially in 2020. How to reach out to target audience and deliver more relevant content in order to grow my consultancy. So that's a business goal.
So Dipali, do you think you want to take the questions towards the end, or would you like to address them side by side? How would you like to do it?
I will address them side by side.
Okay.
And I just wanted to know if there are any specific things that I haven't covered in my presentation that people want to know about. But
I think what we can do is we can start with the slides.
Okay.
And if, because usually what happens is most people's questions get answered with the slides itself. And if we feel or the audience feels that there's something which has been left, then probably that we can address that towards the end.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Done. So from what I've seen, the questions are majorly the same. Engagement कैसे बढ़ानी है, followers कैसे बढ़ाने हैं, and ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा numbers कैसे आपको चाहिए. And there were some questions about generating leads and reaching the right audience. And I'm so happy that I have all of that covered in my presentation. So that's a great thing, right? Okay, let me get this out of the way. So can everybody see the screen? I hope everybody can see the screen.
Yes, we can.
Awesome. So how do we ace Instagram in 2020? Right? Instagram keeps changing its algorithms. There are so many different things that you want to know, what to post, when to post, what features to use. There are so many new features. We're going to cover all of them in the next 50 minutes or so. All right. Okay. So the first thing that you want to focus on is the kind of account you have. All right, there are two kinds of accounts that Instagram offers for professional behavior. The first account is a creator account and the second account is a business account. Now, all of these are very self-explanatory, right? Creator account is for people who are influencers, who are, for example, chefs, who are artists, or for people who basically are content creators. And business accounts are for people who are businesses, accounts that are for businesses, accounts that intend to gain more buyers or intend to advertise your product or intend to just feel out whether you can sell your products on the internet or not. So what Instagram has done is that it has diversified the offering and the insights that they give to people based on their needs. As a business, you might not have the same needs as a content creator, right? You might need different kinds of insights. You might need daily insights into your audience instead of weekly insights. You know, you might want to have a descriptive tag under your name that says, okay, I'm a chef, or I'm a video content creator, or I'm a DJ, or I'm an artist, right? And a business account might want to have links to their websites that go directly to their shopping page, and need insights on who bought, when did they buy the product, what kind of ads did they respond to better, right? So that's why Instagram offers you a creator's account and a business account. I suggest that if you're an individual business, if you're an individual content creator, you go for a creator's account because it gives you personalized insights into what you want to do and the kind of audience and how they're engaging with you, right? For a business account, if you're a small business, if you're a large business, you should obviously go for a business account. However, you need to note one thing: कि creator's account does not allow you to add your account to like a third party posting app. There are so many apps that people can integrate their social media accounts to schedule their posts over there and forget about it. In business accounts, you can do that. The Instagram API allows you to add your account to, let's say, Hootsuite, and you can schedule your posts on Hootsuite. But a creator's account does not allow you to do that. Yes, I will put the slide back on. Just give me 1 second. Okay, now let's go to a detailed discussion about this. As you can see, a creator's account gives you a detailed insight into your audience demographics, the best times to post, and other metrics, and it also allows you to add call to action buttons. Now, this happens in business accounts as well, but business accounts have integrations with third-party tools that don't usually happen in creators' accounts. Okay, creators' account has a limited number of options when it comes to their insights, but the business account does not have that. However, a creator's account has a much better access to something called the Creator Studio, which is right here. This is what the Creator Studio sign up looks like. It allows you to manage your posts. It allows how each and every post is performing, and it allows you to use filters to stay organized. It also gives you a very, very good insight into the kind of people that are following you, and not just their location and their age, but also qualitative insights. And it helps you to see how many people are interacting with you, and it helps you to see how people are discovering your content so that you can use that particular source better. For example, if it will tell you if most of your founders found you from the explore page, or did they find you via reshares, or did they find you via your existing followers, and you can use that. Of course, you can check all your messages in one go and all of that. Everything um, happens very, very systematically on the Creator Studio for Instagram. You will need a Facebook page in order to access the Creator Studio. And a great account to follow is at Creators on Instagram. This is Instagram's own account. And what this does is it gives you all the new tips and tricks that Instagram has launched. And they tell you how to optimize your videos. They tell you how to use the new features. They have really neat 2 minute tutorials that can help you stay updated on the new things that Instagram is launching. So at Creators is a really, really important account for you to follow if you are a content creator on Instagram or a business on Instagram. With me so far? All right. Okay, let's move on. So, some of the myths बोल लो या फिर ये बोल लो कि some of the alienating things that Instagram does is that they talk in a lot of jargon. अगर आप online भी ढूंढोगे ना कि how to do Instagram well and how to create good content, they will give you some really, really fancy technical language जिसका मतलब जो है बहुत simple होता है लेकिन समझने में मुश्किल होती है. For example, I was recently reading an article while I was preparing for this workshop, and they had this quote that says, Instagram's algorithm is based on machine learning. So the way it ranks your post is constantly evolving. It follows a non-linear post ranking pattern. ठीक है. अब ये मुझे तो समझ में आ गया. क्यों? क्योंकि I've been in this for 10 years. But for someone who has just started Instagram, who thinks that अच्छा मैं अपनी cooking videos Instagram पे डाल देती हूँ, for them this is like अब मैं इसको क्या make of this, right? So I'm going to help you demystify all of that. Simply put, what Instagram has started doing in 2020 is that आपके पोस्ट सिर्फ फॉलोअर्स को इसलिए नहीं दिखते हैं क्योंकि यू हैव जस्ट पोस्टेड देम व्हेन दे वर ऑनलाइन. पहले क्या होता था? लीनियर होता था. जो चीज पहले पोस्ट हुई वो पहले दिखेगी नो मैटर व्हेन यू लॉग इन, राइट? नाउ व्हाट Instagram does is, of course it values the fact कि आपने तब पोस्ट किया when your followers were online, but that's not the only metric that they're tracking in 2020. What they're also tracking is that क्या आपके फॉलोअर्स ने आपके साथ एंगेज किया? सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, लेट्स सपोज यू हैव 100 फॉलोअर्स, ठीक है, उस 100 फॉलोअर्स में से 40 पीपल commented on your photograph, one particular photograph with a certain number of hashtags. So the next time you post another photograph with the same or similar hashtags, उन 40 लोगों को वो पोस्ट दिखने के चांसेस बढ़ जाते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि इंस्टाग्राम का जो एल्गोरिथम है, जो छोटा सा कंप्यूटर रोबोट बैठा है, उसको पता लग गया कि ये 40 लोगों ने इस फोटो को पसंद किया था, तो ये तो मैं इनको दिखाई देता हूँ. Make sense? So that's what Instagram is doing now. They're not just tracking when you're posting the content, they're also tracking how your audience is engaging with you, which is why it is important to notice कि आपके सबसे ज़्यादा comments, सबसे ज़्यादा reshares, सबसे ज़्यादा post saves कौन से टाइप के कंटेंट पे आ रहे हैं, and try and focus on creating similar kind of content. And a great way to do that is to make sure that your posts have some value addition. For example, अगर आपने एक selfie post की, everybody likes posting selfies, right? Now, usually what people do is एक selfie post की साथ में कोई caption लिख दिया कि कोई song के lyrics लिख दिए या फिर कोई quote लिख दिया किसी author का, and that's great, that looks great, you know. However, आप अपने ऑडियंस की तरफ से सोचो, उनको क्या वैल्यू एडिशन मिला इस चीज से? Nothing. Instead, if you think that you're looking pretty, if you think that you're looking nice and you've started a new skincare routine that's working very well, why don't you write that? Why don't you write, these are the products I've used and this is what I do for my skincare and I'm loving my skin these days because of this routine, and you should try it too. So in that case, what will happen is someone like me who knows only one type of makeup will be like, acha theek hai, I'll try this next time, and I will go ahead and click on save, and I'll save that post of yours. And what that will tell Instagram bots is कि अच्छा okay, इस account के post save हो रहे हैं, so basically this account needs to be shown more to the audience. Make sense? So the number one rule is to always add value in your content, even if it's a selfie. You know, I'm not saying don't post song lyrics if you want to. Please do that. But अगर आपको कोई गाना बहुत पसंद आ रहा है, go to your story. There is a music feature in Instagram. Use that and उस पे गाना post कर दो. या फिर mix and match कर लो कि okay, posts हैं तो 3 posts will be a beauty routine or a makeup routine or product sort of product list, and then one post can be like a nice caption from your favorite author or lyrics from your song. So that makes it a nice mix of things. Make sense? Okay. Now, the 2020 Instagram algorithm, the one thing that everybody signed up to this workshop for, right? So basically, algorithm is a very big word. Everybody is like algorithm पे ध्यान रखो, algorithm पे ध्यान रखो, but सब लोग तो engineers नहीं है ना, सब लोग algorithm पे कैसे ध्यान रखेंगे, right? Plus the jargon on blog articles and the jargon in news doesn't help. मेरे को ये technical बातें नहीं समझ में आएंगी. So basically what you have to understand is कि इसका practical मतलब क्या है, ठीक है? Let me just share my screen real quick and I'll tell you the 3 things that you need to focus on in 2020. So basically there is a lot, the goal of any machine learning platform now is to analyze user behavior. ठीक है, आप ये याद रखो कि Instagram का बेसिक गोल ये है कि लोग हमारी ऐप पे ज्यादा से ज्यादा टाइम बिताएं, राइट? अब वो ज्यादा से ज्यादा टाइम कैसे बिताएंगे? अगर यूजर्स को जो कंटेंट दिख रहा है वो उनको ज्यादा से ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग लगेगा, राइट? So Instagram is always changing its algorithm to make sure it serves its audience with the most engaging content ताकि लोग scroll करना बंद ही ना कर पाएं, ठीक है? As a creator, as a business, what does that mean for you? That means that you have to focus on engagement, you have to focus on content with context, and you have to focus on consistent posting. ठीक है? Now I'm going to address these things one by one. So, what does engagement mean? Engagement basically means कि लोग आपसे कितनी बात कर रहे हैं, ठीक है? A nice example that I like to use in this situation is, imagine that you've thrown a launch party at your restaurant. Imagine that you've opened a tiny little restaurant and you've opened a launch party, and you want people around you, around that area, to make this restaurant, your restaurant, their haunt, कि वो रोज आए यहाँ पे, right? Now, if you've done that, what you will want to do is, for the launch party, is that all the locals have a really nice time. They feel entertained. As a host, you want to engage with them. You want to talk to everybody. You know, if you feel like somebody is an influencer within the social circle, you want to maybe give them a discount so they recommend your restaurant, right? You want your audience to have a nice time. You want your audience to go back with a smile and be like, जब भी मेरा मूड खराब होगा मैं इधर जरूर जाऊंगा, right? So Instagram is similar. If now imagine if you go to a launch party and the host is very cold and they're sitting in a corner and they're not talking to anybody, you know, and there's no music and the food's like okay, and the presentations कुछ मतलब इससे अच्छा तो मैं घर पे ही खा लूं types. Will you want to go to that restaurant again? No, right? Because अगर मेरे को कोई experience घर पे मिल रहा है, why will I pay for it? Right? So now in Instagram terminology, views and attention is the currency. ठीक है? The more attention you can grab, the more time you can take from your audience's life without them leaving your video or your stories or your account, the better it is for your platform. And engagement means comments, it means direct messages, it means shares, it means content saves. So these are the four things: comments, direct messages, shares, and saving your content. Now, saving your content and shares तो आपके content quality से आ जाएंगे. अब comments कैसे आएंगे, right? So obviously the first thing, Sukriti, likes. Yes, let me cover this before I get into it. What Instagram has started doing is Instagram has started hiding likes. ठीक है? This means that आपको आपके insights में तो likes दिखेंगे, बट अगर मैं आपकी प्रोफाइल विजिट करती हूँ तो मुझे उस पोस्ट के नीचे ये नहीं दिखेगा कि देयर आर 10,000 लाइक्स और 20,000 लाइक्स, ठीक है? व्हाई? बिकॉज इंस्टाग्राम रियलाइज्ड दैट लाइक्स आर नॉट अ ग्रेट सिंबल ऑफ एंगेजमेंट. ऑफ कोर्स ठीक है, मुझे कुछ पोस्ट पसंद आई तो मैंने जाते जाते लाइक कर दी, डबल टैप कर दिया, बट मेरे को तुम्हारा अकाउंट याद नहीं रहेगा. Shilpa, this has started happening since 2020. And it hasn't started happening in India in all the accounts. They've only rolled out hiding likes partially in India. So, but they will roll it out globally for sure. For sure they'll do it. So it's better that we start preparing for it in advance. ठीक है? तो जो रियल एंगेजमेंट है, अगर आप वो देखोगे ना, पिरामिड देखोगे, लाइक्स आर ऑन द लोएस्ट ऑफ द एंगेजमेंट वैल्यू in the Instagram API, yes. The first is comments and shares and saves, and then there are likes. ठीक है? तो हमारा बेसिक गोल ये है कि लोग हमारे जितने से ज्यादा हमको कमेंट कर सके, हमारे पोस्ट पे अपने दूसरे फ्रेंड्स को टैग कर सके, हमारा कंटेंट सेव कर सके. जितना हमारा कंटेंट एंगेजिंग होगा, ऑब्वियसली एंगेजमेंट इज अ वेरी, I'm trying to demystify the word, utna better hoga for us and our visibility as an account. Okay. Now, for engagement, there are two tips that I really want to give everybody. The first is, do not ignore people who comment on your post. Even if they've commented with wow or very nice or kuch bhi, chota sa one word comment bhi kiya hai, you engage with them immediately, and you also tell them, oh, I also like your profile, oh, your DP is very nice, or whatever. what that will do is that the next time somebody wants to comment on your page, even if it's the same person, they will not hesitate, because when an influencer or a business or a content creator responds to you, it gives you a kind of sense of validation, and that is the validation that everybody is looking for on social media. ठीक है? So respond to your DMs, and respond to your comments, and even if it's an emoji, respond to it with an emoji. People have started talking in emojis. ठीक है? Fire emoji के नीचे कोई और emoji. People have started talking in memes also. So there are entire comments threads that happen in emojis and memes, and you need to engage with them in whatever manner. And yes, Seema, that's a great question. What about negative comments? Now, it depends on the intensity of the negative comment for sure, but a negative comment is a great opportunity for you to tell your broader audience who you are as a brand. ठीक है? How you handle it. If you handle it, अगर किसी ने तुमको बोला कि oh, you're too fat, you shouldn't be a fashion influencer, and आपने भी उसको बोल दिया कि you're stupid and this is not done and all of that. I mean, it's not a communication of your brand, right? Maybe you can give them a classy reply. Maybe you can be like, well, I hope you find happiness somewhere else and feel free to unfollow me. You know, that communicates that it's fine. I mean, I'm not here to pander to people. I'm here to be authentic. And the more authentic you seem to your audience, the more relatable you seem to your audience, the better it is. होता क्या है कि जब आप इन्फ्लुएंसर बन जाते हो ना, तो लोगों को आपसे एक डिस्टेंस महसूस होने लग जाता है. Now, in mainline media, that's great, right? But on social media, it's not, because people know that people have made you a celebrity. So if you stop being people, then that fascination is very easy to lose. The more relatable you are, the more you're like, oh, I'm also like that. Oh, I also wear pajamas over formals for Zoom meetings. The better it is. People need to think and know that, yeah, you're one of them. It's the same thing. They need to be relatable. And Sonia Kuller says, daft comments like, write to me, I want to talk to you, etc. Give phone number. Just block them. Block them and report them. You don't have to engage with every comment. You know, you have to engage with only comments that give you an opportunity to communicate your brand. अगर कोई आके बोल रहा है कि मुझे अब मैडम प्लीज मैरी मी, यू आर ग्रेट एंड यू आर गॉर्जियस, उसका आप क्या करोगे? यू कांट रिस्पॉन्ड टू समथिंग लाइक दैट, राइट? Just ignore them, or do. I mean, I don't think that's an opportunity to establish your brand in any way. If you find a way to communicate your brand within that, please let me know also. I will tell that to my clients as well. Okay, moving on. Now the next section is going to be a paid advertising section, how to monetize and advertise your ads on Instagram. Before we get into that, I would like to ask you guys, if you have any questions, please send them in the comment section, because I'll be moving on to a new section of the presentation altogether. Okay.
There was one which was from Baljit Kaur. Yeah, I don't think it had anything to do with your presentation, but only thing that we left unanswered was how to post PNG photos from your PC or documents to Instagram.
Okay,
so if you would like to address it now or later, I leave it up to you.
No, it's a very tiny question. I'll just do it right now. So Instagram doesn't allow you to post from your PC. The only way to do that is if you're a business account and you have integrated to something like Hootsuite or any posting app. Basically, the reason I say Hootsuite is because in my experience, Hootsuite has been the best social media integration platform for businesses. So you can do it via your PC, only if you have something like Hootsuite in your kitty. And Hootsuite, yeah, the good news is Hootsuite has a free version also. So if you want to experiment, you can maybe just turn your account into a business account for 2 weeks or 1 month and experiment with posting on Hootsuite. And it has a really cool feature called auto schedule that optimizes your posting times according to your highest performance times. So via Hootsuite, you can do that, but so far Instagram hasn't allowed it via their own desktop app. Anything else? If you don't want pure numbers with potential clients, I'm getting to that. That is the next thing. And content with context. Yes, I missed that, didn't I? Sorry about that. Okay. So content with context is a very catchy phrase that I like to use with my clients whenever they forget that they have to keep creating new content. Context का मतलब होता है whatever is happening in society or on Instagram. ठीक है? So if you go to Instagram, you will see some trending hashtags. Right? There are sometimes these trends where like बीच में वो आया था ना Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram and Tinder वाला hashtag जिसमें they were posting 4 photos to show how people behave on different platforms. Right? As an influencer, as a brand, try and participate in all those trends on Instagram, because that increases engagement with your audience, because you have a chance to show that, oh, I'm funny also, I'm not just a business, I'm also funny, I'm not just a home cook, I also have a personality, I also do goofy things, I also do silly things, and that makes you memorable. So, context is social context and digital context. Keep a track of everything that's trending on Instagram, and let your imagination act on your imagination whenever something strikes. Ki, oh, this trend I can work on. Don't do it for the sake of doing it, because लोगों को पता लग जाता है. The camera and social media, it's very hard to lie, contrary to popular belief. Unless you put in a lot of effort into being fake, it's very hard to lie, and I suggest don't put that effort. It's not worth it. Everybody has a great personality, and you should just know what aspects of your personality you need to tap into to become a great digital content creator or business, right? So just try and find opportunities that naturally align with your mindset, and try and have fun with new trends. That's content with context.
One last one. How
Yes.
do you increase followers in particular target segment?
So there are two ways to do that. One is obviously the paid marketing side of it, which I will just cover. And the other is observe your audience. What I did for this brand of mine, the Delta app, was that I observed what people were doing in the first. I recognized that oh, these are the people that I want to target. Then I observed the kind of things they're engaging with, the kind of content they're resharing, the kind of stories they're resharing. You'll get into a mindset of your audience, and then your content will naturally flow in a design that your audience likes. So to engage with a certain kind of people, you need to post like those people post, and post content that those people like, obviously. Make sense? And obviously, the second thing is paid advertisement. Focus on the hashtags. Focus on the hashtags. You will find that your most of your audience is using common hashtags. Make sure that you are using those hashtags in your post, and also not using them irrelevantly. Okay? Make sure that your content has something to do with that hashtag before you just put it in your post over there, because people get really cheesed off, because people follow hashtags on Facebook and Instagram, and if the content is not relevant to the hashtag, people get very irritated कि इसने बस अपने likes बढ़ाने के लिए, followers बढ़ाने के लिए ये hashtag use कर लिया है, and that is actually negative. So obviously have a list of hashtags that are relevant for your content and your brand, and make sure that your content that you're posting is also aligned with those hashtags. Yes.
Khushbu Mehta is asking how to get the right hashtags.
There are a lot of sites on online that are free that give you insights on hashtags, but I have personally found that जितना ज़्यादा आप अपने पर्सनल हैशटैग्स कलेक्ट करो ना उतना बेटर होता है एंड उतना ही आपको ज़्यादा जेन्युइन एंगेजमेंट मिलता है. So I haven't used in my initial days. I used to use those sites and be like, "अच्छा पूरा block copy कर लेते हैं," but I don't do that anymore. Look at your photograph or your video and see the kind of things that are there. And when you start typing hashtag, for example, मेकअप, उसके नीचे हैशटैग्स आ जाते हैं, बहुत सारे हैशटैग्स आ जाते हैं और उसमें लिखा होता है कि किन हैशटैग्स की कितने पोस्ट्स हैं एंड उसमें ये भी लिखा होता है इफ एनी ऑफ योर फॉलोअर्स आर फॉलोइंग दोज हैशटैग्स. So that's one thing. The second thing that I'm sure Tina also remembers is the 30 10 10 10 rule. Okay, divide your hashtags, because you will then be able to reach a wider net of audience. ठीक है. Now how do you divide your hashtags? Hashtags are usually categorized by the number of posts each hashtag has. So 1/3 of your hashtags have to be hashtags that have millions of posts. ठीक है. Millions माने millions. Then 1/3 will have to be medium, thousands or something. And then 1/3 will be just 100 to 500 or 100 to 1000 posts. ठीक है. What that will do is now you are visible to 3 different kinds of audience. ठीक है. एंड जितने कम पोस्ट होंगे उतना ज्यादा चांस होगा कि आपका पोस्ट विजिबल है. However, don't get greedy and don't be like अब मैं सारे hashtags 100 to 1000 वाले यूज करूंगा. ठीक है. It works for some people and for a little amount of time. Your quality of followers will not increase with that. ठीक है. जितने ज्यादा पोस्ट होते हैं ना किसी हैशटैग में उतना अच्छा क्वालिटी, उतना एंगेजिंग ऑडियंस आपको मिलता है. सो दैट्स द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ बिगर हैशटैग्स. बट जितना कम पोस्ट होता है उतनी आपकी ज्यादा कंटेंट की विजिबिलिटी होती है. सो दैट्स द यूज ऑफ स्मॉलर हैशटैग्स. यू नीड टू हैव अ गुड मिक्स ऑफ ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ हैशटैग्स. Just to recap, hashtags are categorized by the number of posts each hashtag has on Instagram. Your posts should have 1/3 high hashtags, i.e. millions of posts, 1/3 medium hashtags, i.e. 50,000-ish, 60,000-ish posts, and 1/3 small hashtags, i.e. 100 to 1,000 posts. Cool.
Dipali, one last question and I'm going to let you move forward from there.
No worries.
Kumar is asking, is it a good idea to create your own hashtags which are not existing already?
Yes, there is a great use in creating, these are called branded hashtags. Don't create too many, create one or maybe two, and it's a great idea, but don't expect it to automatically go viral and automatically boost your following immediately. It's a slow burn. It's always good to have one owned hashtag, especially if you're a business. If you're a content creator, you might not do it, but if you're a business, for sure have your own hashtag. Like Nike has Just Do It, right? It'll help you create a hashtag brand basically, right? So when your personality is well established, when you're famous, and somebody's like, oh, this incident or this video reminds me of this business or this influencer, they'll then use your branded hashtag, and that's the branded hashtag cycle. Hi Ritu, I will just tell you how to increase clients and followers on Instagram. Just give me a minute. Okay. Moving on to paid advertising. Paid marketing for Instagram. Paid marketing, everybody keeps asking me, oh, it's a waste of money. I don't know how to target, and I don't know how to reach the right audience, and I don't know how to measure. I'm just going to tell you a few things because time is of essence here. I'm just going to tell you a few best practices that you need to follow in order to make sure that you gain the best out of your Instagram marketing. But before that, I'm just going to give you a little bit of a context over here, because content with context, right? Okay, so um, Instagram marketing is a big hawa. So is any kind of digital marketing or any kind of paid marketing done on social media, because ये हमको खुद करनी पड़ती है mostly. ठीक है? Of course, you can hire agencies and all, but if you don't know how these things work, then you will feel like, oh, my agency is not doing well with me and they're cheating me, और वो मेरे को मेरा बुद्धू बना रहे हैं, ऐसा कुछ कर रहे हैं, right? So, in order to know exactly how your insights are working and know exactly if you've hired someone and if they're doing the right thing, you need to get your hands dirty yourself first. Okay? And the second thing that you need to understand is that any kind of social media manager, any kind of agency is also trying to keep up with all digital marketing platforms, because they keep changing their APIs and they keep changing their rules in order to keep their audience more engaged. So the chances are that you will make more mistakes than do right things. But the good thing is that you have the opportunity to learn from those mistakes, because in digital marketing your data is always available to you, right? So one tip that I always give to businesses and even influencers, especially if they're starting out, is that for the first few days till you reach 20,000 followers, do your digital social media marketing yourself. After that, you can hand it over to an agency. And if you have budgets, if you're one of those lucky few people who have a dream and the capital to make that dream a reality, then put that budget into your marketing, put that budget into your A/B testing, run ads, sponsor videos, use that money to boost your content and learn from it, so that when you hire someone and go to an agency, you know exactly what's going on and you know what works for your brand, because you took it from 0 followers to 20,000 followers yourself. Okay? And that's something that always, like, people always tell me that tu apne hi pair pe kulhadi maar rahi hai. Why do you do that? But I always have the best interests of my clients in mind. That is why I do that. Now, best practices for Instagram marketing. The first thing you do is you advertise using Facebook Ads Manager. You can obviously directly promote from Instagram, but Facebook Ads Manager gives you higher customization on the kind of visibility your posts will get and the kind of audience it will reach, right? So please make sure that you advertise using Facebook Ads Manager. The second tip is to have a really clear objective. Okay? If you go to Instagram and if you observe the kind of ads that are available to you, there are millions, not millions, well, that's a hyperbole, but there are at least 20 different kinds of call to actions. Download the app, play this game, register for this event, um, sign up for my newsletter. There are so many signs, so many call to actions that you can customize your button, your ad with. And to know which one to use can be very confusing if you don't know what you want out of your ads, right? अब कोई ये थोड़ी ऐसे थोड़ी होगा कि मुझे फॉलो कर लो उस ad पे तो बिल्कुल क्लिक्स नहीं आएंगे. So you have to know exactly what you want from your ads. Do you want leads? Do you want to know if somebody is interested in A kind of content or B kind of content, right? You need to know what you want from your ads in order to be able to advertise well. Okay. Also for businesses, there is a generate leads option in your ads where you can sponsor your post and generate leads, and it gives you a better idea of the kind of people who clicked on your ads, where were they from, what are the kinds of and if they have their emails public, sometimes you even get their email lists and you can sort of start emailing them as well. You can cross market to them कि इन्होंने मेरा Instagram visit किया, अब मैं इनको Google पे ads दिखाऊंगा. You can do those kinds of things as well. So for you to know how to make the most of Instagram ads, you need to know what you want out of them. And that's very, very important. I can't stress this enough. And the third thing is optimize your audience instead of casting a wider net. हम लोग क्या करते हैं ना, हम लोग एडवर्टाइज करते हैं, सबको कर देते हैं, सारे एज ग्रुप्स को कर दो, सारे जेंडर्स को कर दो, मेट्रो सिटीज भी कर दो, नॉन मेट्रो सिटीज भी कर दो, you know, and that confuses Instagram, because Instagram's like आप चाहते क्या हो, आप किसको रीच करना चाह रहे हो, who do you want to target, and because it's also confusing, you end up spending more money and don't get enough output out of it, you know. You need to make sure that your CTR is low, in the sense that the number of, not click through rate, the cost to revenue ratio, you know, it has to be maintained कि मैं कम पैसे खर्चूं और मुझे उस कम पैसे में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्लिक्स मिले. That's what you have to focus on. And contrary to popular belief, that doesn't happen by casting a wider net. It happens by knowing exactly who you want to target, because you want to know for a fact कि मुझे पता है ये वाला content इन type के लोगों को पसंद आएगा. Make sense? So that's the third thing. One second. I need to share my screen again. And the fourth thing is plan your content in advance and use your words wisely. You are allowed about 2000 words on Instagram on the caption, but only the first 2 lines are visible to your audience unless they click on the see more option. ठीक है, तो अगर आपका कॉल टू एक्शन एंड में है तो वो तो आपके ऑडियंस को दिखेगा ही नहीं. Right, so you have to keep this in mind, that your first 2 lines are so good that they make people want to read everything. Right? How will that happen? That will happen if you know what you're posting and you have a content calendar ready for your Instagram. Make sure that you know मेरी audience के peak timings 3 बार आते हैं, सुबह 10 बजे, दोपहर लंच में और रात को 12 बजे. ठीक है. Now you have to plan your content accordingly. You can plan your content according to the time also. You know, for example, if Sipping Thoughts has to post a morning routine, post it in the morning, right? Post it right in the morning, or you can post it at night, but then you can customize it that tomorrow morning start your day with this, right? तो ऑडियंस को पता है कि अरे मैं तो अभी सोने जाने वाला हूँ, और यू कैन पोस्ट समथिंग लाइक 12 बज गए सो जाओ. You know, because you know your audience is spending too much time on their phones and they're not sleeping. Things like these keep your audience engaged, and they stand out. You know, most of the brands are pandering, and in the middle of that, raat ko, imagine you're scrolling at 2 in the morning, not realizing it's 2 a.m., and then suddenly there is a huge post that says it's 2 a.m., you need to go to sleep, or something like that. That automatically stands out, doesn't it? So make sure you know what's going on, how your audience is spending their day, and customize your content accordingly and use your words very, very wisely. That's my fourth point. The fifth point I've already covered is you have to engage with your audience. You have to respond to comments. You have to respond to DMs. You have to tag other relevant accounts, because the chances of them resharing your posts increase when you tag them, and if your content is good, of course, right? And the fifth is test, measure, and optimize. Okay? You have a paid account, you have a business account, you have all this insight available to you. Read up, learn how to utilize that data, learn how to read from that data, and use those insights. कोई भी उसमें से कुछ भी आपको मतलब निकाल के आपने उस content को use करना है. For example, if you see most of my audience is female, right? You know for a fact how women in the metro cities are feeling. Let's assume your insight says this. Your insight says that 80% of your audience is female. They are 18 to 24 years old, and they live in New Delhi, Bombay, and Bangalore. What does that tell you about your audience? That tells you that I have young women who have just finished college, or are in their second or third year of college, or who have just started working, and they live in metro cities, right? Now you know the kind of experiences women in metro cities have, the kind of desires they have. All of them want to party, or well, most of them want to party, or they want to feel pretty, and there is, well, the social ethos basically. Now you want to see, okay, this is my insight, these are the women, this is their lifestyle, right? And this is the kind of content I'll make for them based on this quantitative and qualitative insight, right? Instagram will give you numbers, right? That number will help you locate the kind of people who are engaging with you, their age and their location. Now you have to visualize the life of your audience in order to create content that they will connect with. ठीक है? For example, filter copy जो है, it's a content creation platform. They usually target kids who were born in the 90s, millennials, people like me, and their content is all about the kind of things we used to do when we were kids. One video that I have at least watched 4 times is a video that says when you're a kid at heart, and they show their actors popping bubble wrap, or opening cream biscuits and licking them first and then eating them, or putting Fevicol on your hands. I used to do that as a kid. Sometimes I still do that because old habits, and well, let's be honest, it's fun, you know. But उनको कैसे पता चला कि मुझे ये सब पसंद है? Because they looked at their insights and they were like, okay, this is the age group that's engaging with me, and all these people, what's common in them is that they were all born in the 90s, and I was born in the 90s, so I know what it is to be a 90s kid. So all their content is designed around people who were born in the 90s and who are right now on Instagram. Make sense? Wow, there are so many questions. Okay. How to pay for Instagram and what is the method of secure payment? Instagram is very secure. आप अगर directly Facebook पे अपना card attach करते हो, and please remember to set a limit, because sometimes clients forget to do that. They don't set a limit और फिर उनका card charge होता रहता है. Set a maximum spending limit कि मुझे सिर्फ 1000 rupees spend करने हैं, या मुझे सिर्फ 500 rupees spend करने हैं, तो they will not charge you more than that. So you can directly go to Facebook and use the ads manager to connect your account. Okay. Very less time.
Dipali,
Yeah.
can I interrupt you here?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So you did mention the fact that you should try and get your first 20K or the followers yourself if possible. But that's really easier said than done. That's not a small number by any means.
No.
How does one manage that?
Okay, the first thing that I need to tell you for sure is that it's not going to happen overnight. It will not happen overnight. But I can also promise you that if you give yourself 1 hour minimum every day for 3 months, depending on the quality of your content, there is a high chance that you will at least gain 5 to 6,000 followers. This is something that I can safely say. Focus on your content. ठीक है? Spend 1 hour every day analyzing your audience, analyzing your insights, and customizing your content accordingly. And you will for sure see results. There is no way, because Instagram. So here's what you have to remember. Instagram का end goal ये है कि जो भी Instagram पे लोगों के पास accounts हैं, वो सारे लोग जितना ज़्यादा time spend कर सके Instagram पे उतना करें. That happens because of content creators and content on the app, right? You are a content creator, you are a business account posting content, right? If you focus on Instagram's API, if you focus on what Instagram is releasing, and if you customize your content accordingly, Instagram will give your profiles a boost. Even if you don't use paid advertisement. If you use paid advertisement, you will easily get 5 to 6,000 followers within 3 months. That is even when your content is like okay, so. ठीक है, but if your content is also really really optimized, the sky is the limit. Just give yourself, I promise you, give yourself 3 months and minimum 1 hour every day. If you can do more than 1 hour, अभी तो पैंडेमिक चल रहा है, इतना वो तो है नहीं, आई एम नॉट सेइंग घर के काम बहुत बढ़ गए हैं, बट फिर भी टाइम है. Give yourself that time, no breaks, not even on the weekends. In fact, give more time on the weekends. Spend 2 hours.
And I have one question from my side now.
Yes.
I do everything that you tell me to do.
Yes.
My content is purely focused on women, and I have asked you this question time and time again. How do you target the right content? My audience is still 69% men and 31% women. So I have only managed to increase, as of our Pearl Days, 1% of my women audience, despite posting only for women. So how do you get the right audience is the question.
I'm going to, after this session, look at Sipping Thoughts and look at the content in detail and give you a proper feedback.
No, so I'm talking about myself as an influencer, not Sipping Thoughts here.
Okay, then I'll look at your content.
Okay. No, but this is a question for the general audience also here. How do you target the right audience?
Right. So you target the right audience by being, I mean, again, this is such a jargony thing to say, but you have to be yourself, and you will attract people who are like you when you are yourself. If you find that you want to target women and you're posting, let me take your example, and you're posting for women and still आपके female audiences इतने increase नहीं हो रहे हैं, then that means there is something. Aman Singh saying, Tina, that is because you look so beautiful in your pics, which could be true, but maybe what is happening is that women who look at your profile don't take away much in the first 30 seconds. You have to give them something to remember in the first 30 seconds.
So I need to change the content then.
Yes, I mean, I've seen your makeup tutorial. I think it's great. But however, पहुंचने में शुरू के जो 30 सेकेंड्स है उसमें मुझे कोई वैल्यू ऐड नहीं दिखता. मैंने आपकी पूरी वीडियोस देखी है एक दो, बिकॉज आई नो यू पर्सनली, राइट. बट ऑडियंस का टाइम स्पैन ना 30 सेकेंड तक का होता है, बिकॉज व्हाट डज इट टेक्स वन स्क्रॉल, ऐसे किया, नेक्स्ट पोस्ट आ गई, राइट. So if you
go on. Pali, one question from this lady called Namrata Kohli.
Yeah.
So she has a point here, considering that Instagram is a visual medium. She says if the post has less pictorial quality and more worth in its text, I understand, will it get eyeballs nevertheless?
It depends on if your text has pictorial quality or not. I will tell you how that works.
Okay.
इतना सा स्क्वायर है आपके पास इंस्टाग्राम पे, दैट्स योर कैनवस, ठीक है. अगर उसका सारा कंटेंट ऐसे वर्ड्स में लिखा हुआ है, आई विल फील लाइक ओफो दिस इज टू मच टू रीड एंड आई विल स्क्रॉल अवे, ठीक है. बट अगर आपने जो मोस्ट अट्रैक्टिव चीज है उसके बारे में वो आपने बड़े बड़े बोल्ड में लिखा है और फिर उसके नीचे एक पैराग्राफ है दैट एक्सप्लेन्स दैट थिंग, देन आई विल रीड इट, राइट. देयर इज अ टूल कॉल्ड Canva, CANVA, Canva. It's a free tool. Of course it has a paid version also, but I mean the free one is also a great tool. So if let's say you're a writer, let's say you write poetry, instead of just posting a screenshot of your notes, use Canva and design your post. They have some amazing templates right there in which you can just copy paste your content. And so basically Instagram is all about aesthetics. So even if it's just words, design your words and create a JPEG out of them and post that instead of just posting like a straight paragraph. Make sense?
Yes, so that was wonderful. And I'm sure the questions will never end because this is such a platform. They keep changing their rules and they keep upping their game in some way or the other. So This was an extremely insightful session for me, as I hope it was for all our audience out there. Thank you all once again for joining us. Thank you, Dipali, for sharing your vast knowledge with us. And with that, I call it a day and a very good evening for all of you. I would invite you, Dipali, to share one last tip with us, if
Yes.
you would.
Absolutely. Quickly, I'm just going to cover two things. The first is focus on your captions. Don't just post quotes, post questions. Use your stories. There are so many features on stories, like you can poll, you can ask questions. All these things boost engagement. So do that. The third most important thing is that Instagram launches new features. Okay. If you manage to try those features out in the first 24 to 48 hours, Instagram will boost your profile and make it more visible to your followers, because Instagram wants people to start using those new features. So, whatever new features Instagram is launching, try and make sure you try those out. Try out the new filters, try out the new story features, try out new IGTV techniques, and all of that. And for that, you need to follow the creators account on Instagram at creators. Don't forget this, it has so many tips, it's insane. One more thing, if you want to read up, if you want to analyze what to do and how to keep learning, make sure there are some really good free courses on Google that are offered by Google, and some on HubSpot Academy that are offered by HubSpot Academy, and the Hootsuite blog. Make sure you read these. And those will be my closing thoughts. Please be authentic, please be true to yourself, and make sure, don't be afraid to let your personality shine on Instagram.
And with that, thank you once again, Dipali, and our wonderful audience for joining us. And I bid you all a very good night. Bye-bye and see you.
Bye.